Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ron Nehring. I'm the chairman of the California Republican Party, and I am a proud conservative. It's wonderful to be back at CPAC again, and as I look around the room, I think it's abundantly clear that there are more conservatives in this room than in the entire city of San Francisco. But we're here on this panel to talk about California and the California model, or what the California model has become. And the mere mention of California evokes images of the best that America has to offer. The innovation of Silicon Valley, the agricultural powerhouse of the Central Valley, the defense and aerospace sectors in Los Angeles, the creativity of the music industry, the life sciences epicenter in San Diego, defense centers like Miramar and Vandenberg Air Force Base and Camp Pendleton, where we send soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines into combat to protect freedom around the world. Natural wonders such as Yosemite and the Sierra Nevada. California is home to so much that makes America who we are. But today, California is failing to live up to the full potential of her citizens. The reality is that in Sacramento, we have a government that has grown too large and is restraining and inhibiting the quality of life of millions of Americans who live in California. In California, we are the highest taxed people in the West. We are the most heavily regulated people in the nation. We have a state government dominated by a liberal legislature which knows no limits. It has saddled its people with a punishing tax and regulatory scheme which we could barely pay for in good times and cannot afford in these times. The government in Sacramento has cost millions of Californians their jobs, it has broken up families, and it has destroyed opportunities for millions. Leaders in Washington who want to take a look at the impact of big government do not have to look to Europe, they do not have to look to Asia, they can just look to the West Coast of the United States and see the impact of a government that is out of control. Every month, thousands of Californians flee a government they can no longer afford. There are entire communities in Nevada, in Arizona, in Idaho, and in other western states that have been fueled, in their growth has been fueled entirely by Californians fleeing a government they can no longer afford. But California doesn't only export people, now we also export jobs. Whether it's Northrop Grumman, which recently announced that it will move its corporate headquarters out of Los Angeles and to the Washington, D.C. area, or if it's Buck Knives in my own town of El Cajon, California, the story of a business packing up and leaving the Golden State has become a daily occurrence. But liberals fail to understand that you cannot claim to be for jobs and against the people who create those jobs. So as other states plot a course forward out of the economic morass that still plagues our country, too much of California government has become a model of what not to do. Yet liberals in my state continually blame the state of California's economy on things like Proposition 13, which capped property taxes in that 1978 revolt. Or they blame the fact that in our legislature it takes a 2/3 vote to raise taxes. Yet if it wasn't for these protections, Californians would be much further down the road to serfdom than we already are. Ladies and gentlemen, citizen initiatives limiting taxes are not the cause of our problems. They are the result, they are the natural response to overtaxing and overspending by politicians who are out of touch with those people they claim to represent.